Hi Scorpio, Adrian Nelson of Ocean Great Life from the beautiful Cape Town in South Africa. And this is your 15 till 22 March general reading. Now, you will hear some banging at the back. You might hear a drill at a point. My neighbors are renovating and it's quite noisy. And I'm really sorry about that. But if I'm not gonna record your reading through that, then I'm not actually gonna get through it. Okay, or to it, sorry. So gonna have to do it. So this is a general reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascending, 15 till 22 March. Whatever resonates with you, just accept it in your heart, and whatever doesn't, just release it with love. Okay. So if it's your first time to the channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. And I want us to take a moment to just connect within our heart space. So take a nice deep breath. Save in the heart space and release. Okay. Another nice deep breath in. Open that heart space and release and letting go. Okay. So Scorpio, gonna take a look at your recent past, present, future. So far so good. And do some clarifies, and then I'm going to end up for you with 2 oracle cards as well as a rune, because rune are fantastic for those other bigger questions in life. Do I buy the house? Do I do the business? Do I start over? Do I move on? Do I give it another second chance? So the very earthly sort of manifestation things. Okay. All right. So just drawing some cards there for you. Oh, where you'll fall into. This one came here more in the present, so I'm going to put it over there. Draw one more card for the... Okay, so it's actually there. There we go. Okay. Oh, flipping right out there. There's it seems to be a bit... energy's kind of flowing a little bit all over your Scorpio. It's here and it's there, it's here and it's there. Some indecisiveness there. Maybe about life in general, love. Some things that are kind of bothering you over there. All right. You would, if you check, I think it was Monday early in the week, I also did a full moon reading for the collective consciousness, the different signs. So you can actually go and check out the underwater signs as well. How the full moon could have affected you. But this is just the 15 till 22 March. The specific reading is the 15 till 22 March. General reading, and let's see what is the overall reading for... There we go. The overall energy for the reading, 9 of Wands. Okay. So a little bit of holding on to maybe some past issues, some past things that maybe aren't serving you in the best possible way. You could be missing some opportunities here, Scorpio, by actually focusing on some things that, some past disappointment that you might have could actually, in a way, almost withhold you from seeing a lot of beauty that could be taking place at the moment. So be mindful of that. I feel there's a lot of things that are ticking the boxes for you at the moment, but there's definitely something prominently standing out which is kind of bothering you. That one kind of that one element, obstacle thing that kind of throws things a little bit to the wayside for you. All right. So let's just look at, and I'm going to show you the cards once I do the clarifying. So in the recent past, I feel many of you have come up with many ideas, many, you might have had those sparks of inspiration, saying to yourself, this is fantastic, that is fantastic, I can do this, I can do that. So many of you became very motivated to do really inspiring things in this world, okay? Many of you had those sparks of inspirations. You knew it could really work. You were all up in your energy. You were all up in your flow. You were all excited about these things. And then you maybe started to look at things a little bit. You're like, you know, could this actually work? Couldn't actually work. Some of you kind of went back to some things that might have not worked in the past, some situations where you maybe took a risk, and maybe the risk didn't pay off in the way that you would have preferred for it to pay off. So there might be some past disappointments there that you might be focusing on. But so in the recent past, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, the World, and the High Priestess. In the present, you've got the Cup, you've got Nine of Pentacles, and you've got the Judgment card. So there's a bit of give and take between, do I go forward, don't I move forward? Some of you are really faced with the opportunity or presented with the opportunity to maybe step more to the forefront, to maybe be more in the limelight, and it's not exactly what you imagine. All right, so that might be causing a bit of discontent over there. And then in the immediate future, you've got the Page of Cups, you've got the Sun, and you've got Ten of Pentacles. So things are, there might be some twist that comes about that if you kind of speak up and say, okay, so this is what I want to do, but these are the things that bother me, then I do feel that other parties involved might actually have that sort of willingness to say, okay, let's see how we can tweak that, let's amend the plans so they can actually fit in your best interest. They do want you, okay, they want you on board, they want your energy on board, and with Ten of Pentacles, things can work out really beautiful here for you. All right, so let's clarify. We're going to start with the recent past, where you have the Wheel of Fortune, the World, and the High Priestess, and we're going to start by clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, to see what is that all about. What is this grand opportunity that may have come about, this grand thought that may have come about, and where you kind of may or may not have gone for it, Scorpio, and you might kind of feel that that opportunity may have passed you by. I feel that for many of you, you may have said no to something, and it might kind of be that if it was like a position or something at work, that it kind of went to somebody else. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune with the Two of Pentacles, that it kind of may have gone to somebody else, and you may feel that the chance is lost to you. But you're okay with what you have, which is this wonderful thing about you. You're okay with what you have, and you're okay with releasing the actual opportunity as well that may have come your way. By actually doing that, what you did is you kind of went into the space of surrender, and in that space of surrender, things can actually, it's like you, without actually meaning to do so, you actually started a brand new pattern of allowing for greater things to come through. That here in your immediate future, there is actually a willingness to to amend things so they fit you best. Because look at that, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, okay, then you've got the World, and then next to the World, you've got the highest card in the tarot deck, the High Priestess. So with the High Priestess being in your recent past, so obviously from the recent past, we will go into your present. So what is it really in your present that that you need to be very mindful of? Some missed opportunities may be over there. So we're going to see what that is about. What is this card that flipped around? There we go. All right, so with the World, here in your recent past, with the World, you actually got the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel that many of you have, in a sense, it's like you may have had almost this inner feeling that whatever was coming about was an excellent opportunity, but it wasn't maybe 100% for you just now, okay? But what you then did is, by releasing it, you actually went into the space of surrender. And by going to the space of surrender, you actually opened the floodgates of the universe and the heavens to actually bless you in a much larger way. All right. So by not actually holding on and being willing to release, being willing to be without something, sometimes the universe like to kind of, in a way, almost show off like that, sorry. But yeah, you were prepared to maybe take the longer path. Um, I feel for some of you, there might be an opportunity that you could have said, why don't you do this now? We can put you on the fast track type of thing. But you wanted to know all the knowledge. You wanted to know all the background. You wanted to know what's happening. You wanted to have all the information. And you actually did yourself a real big favor over there. Okay. All right. So let's just clarify the High Priestess in the recent past. The Hanging Man. Yeah. The patience. So patience was really, in this case, the patience was definitely a virtue that served you really, really well. Okay. You really did yourself a massive favor there by taking time out to get a more clear idea of what exactly is going on at the moment instead of just rushing into things. Okay. And just overall energy for the recent past. Yep, there you go, 10 of Wands. You were not quite ready just yet. Okay. Others may have said that you were ready. Your boss, manager, partner, neighbor, friend, family member, whoever, even the statistics, everything might have said you are ready, but you inside didn't feel 100% ready yet. And you inside felt that you needed to first deal with some emotions, letting certain things go, coming to terms with certain things. I'm just going to draw one more card over there for the recent past. Yep. There's you had to really kind of make up your mind there with Five of Swords. What were the fights that were worth fighting? What were the it's almost like you needed to take some time out to become very clear about what your priorities are in life, what is important to you. Okay. And so in a sense, almost like, what would you let slide, what fights would you not actually kind of bother fighting, for the greatest good of your all, with yourself first, your first all number one, because you're ready to go to that next level. And so you needed to get quite a bit of clarity in your life, which I feel you did. So that's fantastic. Okay, so we're gonna go to the present and look at this card, just flipping out there right away. It's the moon. Okay, but let me just show you the cards that I have quickly for the present. So it's the Seven of Cups. It is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, moving into that prosperity, that abundance. So lots being offered, and then you deciding. So that is why in the past, just in the recent past, you needed to take the time out to make your decisions, because you needed to have a clear idea and a picture in your mind of what it is that you wanted. Because it's only by knowing what you really want that you could make the choice. What is it that you choose from the many options that are available? Your soul, in a way, knew that it's going to, that it's really taking that step up, quite a powerful step up. So it needed that time. And now with the Judgment card, you can make very clear, sober, conscious, present decisions. And then with the Seven of Cups over there, you got the Moon. Okay. Which really confirms that for many of you, you are standing at the moment in the clarity of your emotions, of who you are. You know who you are. You are clear about not only who you are, but who you choose to be, who you are prepared to be, okay, and who you are not prepared to be. And there is a very, very, very powerfully constructive thing in this world, because once you've got clarity about what you want your life to be, then it becomes so much easier for you to move forward. Okay. And I mean, you may not have everything 100% sorted, but you are much more clear about the choices that you are open to. So when you're presented with a choice, you kind of know almost kind of what defines you and what doesn't define you. All right, in how you want your life to be. And so that time out was really, really great. Okay, others may have maybe seen it as stagnation, you not wanting to step up and take responsibility, but remember, that's fine, because this is your life. Alright, so what cards are opening over here? Seven of Wands and the King of Pentacles with the Three of Swords and the Devil. Okay, so we are clarifying the Nine of Pentacles now. Okay, so with the Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, you're not 100% done. And there the electricity is actually being off, and it just came on now. So the drilling might start at any moment, for which I do apologize. But I know because I saw the rose quartz at the back there, the crystal of love that has gone on. So you might not be 100% certain about exactly where it is that you are yet. So you're still kind of sifting through the process, but you've got a lot more clarity, because I think what many of you needed to do first is you needed to know what is the emotion that you needed to feel, what is the emotion that you wanted to have going forward. So you needed that clarity first. Okay, and then here with the overall card is the overall energy actually of the reading with Nine of Wands. We're still clarifying the present, but I just wanted to show you that the Three of Swords fell right on there. Letting you know that it's safe to let go, it's safe to move on. You may have needed to make some decisions that many people didn't understand that the time was for the greatest good of all. Maybe there was some criticizing, with you, people feeling that you might have been a bit selfish, a bit heartless, and I think that might have hurt you quite a bit. It might still be hurting you quite a bit, but you knew what you needed to do. I feel that many of you with King of Pentacles there needed to move on to a different part of life, that almost like you needed to move on to prepare the way, not just for yourself, but also for others. You had to be the one to step forward with a long-term plan, that had to maybe make the decisions that was a bit more difficult, that otherwise somebody else wouldn't have had, wouldn't have made. Okay. And for a time there, you might have been seen as the almost like the evil one, like the one who's not actually being like really being nice, like the one who um, is almost in a sense a bit like the heartless one. But that's okay, because that is not true. But there we have, where's that card now? Yeah, with the Three of Swords. So some of you are still carrying a lot of that hurt by some of the decisions that you had to make in the recent past. But also understand that here with the Judgment card confirming for you in your present, you know that you had to do these things. It was the best for everyone, because you were in a rather toxic sort of, probably even codependent setup relationship, and you knew you had to be the one to break away, because the other parties weren't going to do it. They were not going to do it. So you felt kind of hopeless there at a moment. At a point you realized that you had to move on and you had to make some decisions. Okay, let's clarify the Judgment card, flowing there in reverse. Okay, 4 cards came out. So the Eight of Swords, there's a lot of fights that you have given up. There's a lot of things that you had to let go of. There's a lot of things that you realize that even though you feel guilty, it's not really your fault. Tower in reverse, you are through a lot of the things that might have been like some of the worst things. You through most of them, so you're doing well. King of Cups, still sometimes feeling that you have to share the resources, in a way you can make yourself short, but you already know that is not the best option for you. Okay. So that was the recent past, that was the present. Where we're going in the future, where we're going with all of this. Okay. Page of Cups, the Sun, and the Ten of Pentacles. So the story ends well. So there's some, I'm just going to put those there. Those are the cards that came out. And also there's a lot of cards in reverse coming out. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of worries, concern. Did I do the right thing? Did I not do the right thing? Am I being seen as a heartless person? Okay. But you've got Five of Cups in reverse. Even though things are in reverse, even though things are a little bit upside down, there's a lot of things that, even though you may feel that there's some confusion in your life, Scorpio, you know that you made the right choice. Okay. So you may feel a little bit hurt about things sometimes, but you know you made the right choice. Okay. Three of Wands in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse. Really, a lot of wondering there. Did I make the right choice? Did I make the right choice? Was this the right decision? Should I maybe have given it some time? With the Sun there, Nine of Cups, you know within yourself that what you did was the best choice. You know within yourself that what you did was the best decision. You know that you acted within the greatest good of all. You know these things. It is just, it weighs quite heavily on your heart. I want to get you one more clarifying card for this Nine of Cups and for the Sun. Let's just see what we've got. Oh, no, that's way too many, but I want to take the one that came out on top, which is Ace of Wands. Okay, you know you made the right choice. Emotionally, as you go forward, you're really healing emotionally, and you're beginning to see the benefit of the choice that you make. You're beginning to realize that you did make the right choice. You're beginning to see it pay off. You're beginning to see everybody benefiting from it. And this Ten of Pentacles, which I love, going forward, heart's desires coming through, money, wealth, abundance, family, a lot of those creases in the material being, ironed out, becoming clear, getting clarity as you're going forward, which I think is fantastic. So let's just get that for you there. The Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, Scorpio, immediate future. What do we have for Scorpio? Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. The Hermit. Be patient with yourself. Okay? Things are the vision that you have in your mind. Don't forget why you started. Don't forget what your initial motivation was, for why you got this ball rolling. Okay? Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. All right. I feel that a lot of you are not being kind to yourself. A lot of you are really pushing yourself very, very hard. Okay. So there's some drilling at the back. I'm sorry about that. We're just about done. So I'm just going to go through until the end, clarifying that Nine of Wands for you, that overall energy for the reading that we have at the moment. So we're just going to get some clarifying cards for that. And you've got the Hierophant, you've got the Six of Swords, and you've got the Three of Cups. Okay, so I'm just going to pause the video for a moment for the drilling to just ease a little bit, because I think you're having some difficulty hearing me, and then I'm going to continue. Alright, Scorpio, I hope that is done. What I did is I did actually change chairs, because I was sitting on this therapy chair and I think I kind of hurt my back a little bit, so I'm in something much more comfy. Alright. Oh, it's nice. Okay, so clarifying for the overall energy, the Nine of Wands, still that lingering emotion over there. And you got the Hierophant, you got Six of Swords, and you got Three of Cups. Okay, so things are really easing out beautifully for you. Things are going in a very powerful way. That overall energy is getting better. You're actually building a better relationship with yourself overall. Okay, and I feel that a lot of the parties that may initially have even been against you and maybe criticized your decisions may actually come back and say to you, you know what? That was actually not such a bad choice. Thank you for making that decision. That hard decision maybe that I couldn't do myself, that I didn't have the courage to make myself. Okay. So we're just going to end off with 2 oracle cards and a rune for you. And that will be your general reading, Scorpio. Whatever, as I said, resonates with you, you take that in your heart. Whatever doesn't, you just release it with peace. If you want to have a personal detailed reading, then you can order that from me as well. The details are all down below. And may the reading serve you in positive ways. So go slow, take your time, take it easy, be kind to yourself. Okay? And don't be misled. Don't let the emotions run you in such a way that you may buy into the idea that you are not the nicest, greatest, bestest sort of person. Okay, because you are. And look at what you're getting for a rune. Clean slate. Okay? You're starting on a clean slate. There's a wonderful new opportunities coming in there for you to in a sense start over. So really you are learning from you see you come from this beautiful point and you may have tried something new and really put everything into it, but it didn't really work out the way that you had foreseen or hoped or believed that it would. And there's a lot of self blame as a result of that. But when you can actually go and say, okay, what are the lessons that I could have actually learned from that? You know, so looking back, reflecting back, maybe even taking a pen and paper and say, what did I learn from the situation? How did I grow from that situation? And what going forward next time, even if I help others, kind of helping others with what I call an exit plan. So helping you now, but having a clear set in your mind, okay, I want to help you now, but the idea is that in 6 months' time, you are independent individual on your own. Um, so that you don't get yourself into the same situation again where what you really tried to do was help, but when you kind of found yourself in a almost sort of codependent sort of situation where maybe you were the one that was taking actually quite hard knocks as a result of trying to be there for everybody else. Okay. So thank you so much, Scorpio. That's your 15 till 22 March 2020 general guidance reading. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascending for Scorpio. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Feel free to leave me your comments, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Namaste.